Good morning, good afternoon, SpeedGaming 2, and welcome to Unlinked Advanced Randomizer League. We are going to have for you tonight the team, the Turtle Rockers, versus team, the Potatoepouch. How's it going, folks? I am Wolfling0370, and joining me on the mic is Nervindulch. I hope I pronounced that right. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm really excited. And how about you?
I'm doing very well here as we're going to get the scene change here in just a moment here. So these two teams are in the league, and this has been a very tightly packed league. Everyone in this group just thus far, not just these two teams, have gotten at least 5 wins. Brogar Magdo representing Potatoepouch here tonight, and Namefaker and FaZe representing the Turtle Rockers. Here as we begin in co-op Randomizer, and I believe this is their last race of the group stages as well.
Yeah, and we got the information that if Potatoepouches win, it will save the bomb squad from relegations, and validation chest boots will be relegated, and Triple Clown Fiesta is saved no matter what. But if Turtle Rockers wins, it can be that it will be essential for the division, as the Eastern Skippers could win the division with 1 win on Sunday.
Yeah, Turtle Rockers is one of our teams that are 5 and 8 currently in this. They are one of the lower scoring teams, but they are completely safe for this race. Meanwhile, Potatoepouch, which is one of our strongest teams, I believe they are currently tied with an 8 and 3 going into this. Or wait, no, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, 8 and 5. That's what I meant. So they will be looking to get a much stronger position here. They're currently tied with the 3rd place with the Eastern Skippers here going into this, and hopefully they'll get another win here to as we start with the boat and the Sanctuary Small.
And yeah, with Randomizer, we hope you see a lot of funny stuff right now. So what do you expect? Any evil boss, or today some more like happiness?
Well, so far we have a blue crystal and a blue pendant over in Eastern and Desert respectively. Hookshot there, meanwhile, in the Bonk Rocks is a great find as well. And a red potion from the Uncle. So, for those who are not aware of this mode, enemy shuffle is, as you can probably see already, all the enemies are shuffled around the pool. You're also running full boss shuffle, which means that all of the bosses, including their duplicates, are shuffled in the pool, and any 3 bosses can be duplicated once, which means we could have up to 2 Trinects.
And it looks like Uncle is really hard required with 1 glove as well. Yeah, and with our boss shuffle, oh, was it a cane?
I couldn't quite tell.
It feels like Sumaria. Oh, it was a shovel? Okay.
Shovel and Lunar Deck is a huge unknown, though. That could become a required shovel, but we're never going to know that until the very end of the seed. He's dying, meanwhile, of the mushroom spot.
We've got Namefaker here. Maybe you can see it better. Oh, it's a shovel. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and as you can see from all 4 runners here, we do start with boots in this week's 7 seed, and as well as this has the co-op rules in place, which means the runners cannot look at each other's feed, but they can share information between each other, be it through a Google Doc or voice communication. So you're going to see a lot of divergence here as the runners split up to cover more ground to just make this seed just generally faster.
Yeah.
And there is a fish there, and that is actually kind of a noteworthy thing, because in vanilla, if you take a fish all the way to the bottle merchant, you actually get a good amount of supplies. 8 bombs, 10 arrows, full magic, and a good amount of money as well.
Yeah, and an Randomizer when you get... Oh, 2 vanilla fishes? What the hell? An Randomizer there can be a fish maybe near Kakariko and it will grant you early access for everything.
Yeah, and speaking of which, look at Nate Figure's screen right there as we get the moon pearl from the basement. He's going to carry that fish in, although those levers
poor
put the
face.
fish in a bad spot. That is a good location for the fish, though, just out inside of the woods.
Yeah, poor face. Got a bomb throwing bird there. It's evil. I hate these.
Yeah, levers are kind of one of the more annoying enemies. You don't see them until it's too late. There's the moon pearl information for our team in yellow. A good amount of money as well from Brogar here. Definitely gonna have enough for Zora and for the early game. That is a sword as well in the cave. That is gonna be a great find for our runners early on.
Yeah.
I don't think either team is gonna miss that one either. And there is the mushroom.
Yeah, we love fetch quests. And a mini Modern Cave is another sword. And our second glove.
And Bombos, it looks like, as well from Mini Moldarm. Alright, so early swords in play. Oh, the chicken hut is looking kind of dangerous.
It's okay. Have seen worse. At least just one thief.
Yeah, I think this house is just full of guards. I see this house be full of guards at one point. And there are some dangerous enemies here. Now, of course, people are probably wondering, what about the logic? There's going to be those red Igors, those red mimics that are going to make a lot of bow lock rooms in this. I can at least assure you of this. In terms of how the seed plays out, the item shovel happens first, and then the enemy shovel happens. Additionally, enemy shovel does not shuffle red Igors or red mimics at all. They don't even get used. So there is no additional bow locks that happen, and any logical checks that would normally require the bow are still logically there, even if there's no enemies that are vulnerable to just arrows.
And yeah, we've got a really fast Darkwood access, with both gloves already in logic.
Wow, early Titansmiths. That is quite a thing to see. Aghanim could still be required, though, well, with the whole unknown regarding the shovel. But right now, we also don't have access to East Dark World, so that is also an option.
Yeah, and with early Master Sword and Cape as well, it's really convenient.
Yeah, but there is the Dark Rooms, and if there's any one mode you want the lamp and the flipper sword, it is Randomizer, because you can have enemies like this helmet, Arghat Beetle, or this mini Trinex, whatever it's called, just crawling around on the water and just making you just a really bad time for whenever you're trying to fake flipper.
Yeah, one of the worst is a red guard just chasing you, no matter what.
Whoa! Hyrukazu got some security upgrade with 2 chain jumps at the front, and one of them takes a bite out of Potatoepouch. Those things are pretty much instant death. They have one of the highest damage sources in the entire game. I think the only thing that beats a chain jump bite is Ganon's contact damage. That's how strong they are.
Yeah.
Tempered sword already as well.
Yeah, we are well equipped. I can't see them sweating.
Waterfall fairy check with the water walk. Piece of heart and 20 rupees.
Interesting. Marco not checking what's on the ledge.
I honestly don't blame him, because he is in the water walk state and he wants to use this as much as possible. And getting hit by one of the random enemies that are replacing a Zora would probably be super detrimental to him in this stage. He might not even have time to react to the enemy until a quicker one. And he knows the checking the ledge is normally in logic because he has the gloves. So he's probably gonna have his teammate Brogar check that out, as he has to deal with a Gibdo protecting the key and a Babusa pretending to be the guard down here.
Well, I think Boar should have all.
Oh, and Faye is getting, unfortunately, hip checked there by the hard hat beal coming out of the chicken hut. And I like how both our runners, despite having knowledge of the fact that we do have access to light roll. I think actually Magno is the first one to realize it.
Yeah, and looks like we get a fast Village of Outcast.
Alright, so kid check. I don't think anyone's done this yet, and it is just 20 rupees. I'm okay with them actually not just like aggressively going to Dark World. And that's mainly because of the health situation, really. They want to make sure they're at least well-equipped before they go into the Dark World for the first time.
The first bottle was in the Uncle Well, I think.
Yes. Yes, first bottle we found was Uncle, and it came with a free red potion, so... pretty easy to get that one. Name figure taking another death. I'm not sure what got him there. King's Tomb check here, as Brogar does have Tynan's meds.
Yeah, name figure doing stuff. Really dangerous. With rescuing Gary without a lamp. But he did it.
Vegas right there is in a very rude position for checking the potion shop, but gets around it. A lot of guards at the opening of Skull Woods here, as we get our first look at Dark World. Blue Boomerang found. Now, a nice thing about Randomizer mode is, because of boss shuffle, for one thing, if we go to Thieves Town, we can just go fight the boss directly. Another thing is, if we find the compass, we can just look at our map in the dungeon and get told what boss we're about to go fight. Which is really handy, especially because you don't have to worry about running to a Trinex blind. Although, the compass could be on the boss. I don't think that is unrestricted in this mode. There is something that is restricted, and that is, of course, the end boss spawns. Most notably, the Molder Arenas can only have about half the bosses that can spawn there. The other ones are just too big.
And yeah, let's see. My best guess would be Trinex on ice, if you ask me, but this one is not on a compass.
Oh, we are guaranteed to see at least every boss once, with any 3 of those bosses showing up a second time. That's how the full boss shuffle works. So we could have Trinex on ice. We could also have my personal favorite, which is Helvacopter.
Yeah.
Which is Helvasaur in the Skull Woods arena.
It's one of the most funny bosses. The only one coming close to it is Trollnado.
And I think I think Moldorf in general in Randomizer is just funny because he just gets a random amount of eyes. Ooh, one of the Buzz Blobs is down here in Thieves Town as we get our checks. First item is a big key. And like... Records was over in Paradise Cave here with Nate Baker.
Yeah, and he got his Ice Ward. Something you do not want to skip.
No, because you might needed that. It looks like Potatoepouch is also heading over to Paradise Cave. Some Zazaks guarding the way there. Hinoxes and Ropas down here too in this place, along with some Gorillas. And a Picket. Those are annoying. Those can steal shields and other items. Alright, so we did get a look at the ledge there from FaZe, but unfortunately I missed it.
But it looks like it was something important.
Oh no, he didn't store the water wall correctly.
Oh, poor FaZe. And we got a vanilla blind.
Oh, wow, okay, Vanilla Blind is one of the more dangerous fights in this room. Now, Blind is a restricted boss, I should note, because I believe it's, he can't show up in the Lambo 2 arena just due to how that grouping of rooms works on that floor. Oh, I know this dude from anywhere. Okay, this is Xenoblade, music pack, and then Blind had his compass, so yeah, there's proof of concept right there that you can't really rely on the compass information too much, but it does help when you can find it. Red pendant, meanwhile, as well for Thieves Town.
Well, Pet's still alive? Why not?
I mean, this is a free enough boss to just blindly fight. The worst case scenario is he fights Trinex.
And at least it's a decent information that blind is possible not in a more dangerous room. Like Skull Woods or Missouri Mire. Oh, early silvers. On Digging Game.
At least Silver Arrows is a nice thing to have. So maybe we'll have it in a heart container. Turtle being checked here. We're about to see the Vanillion actually for it. It looks like we did get a match and I missed it. And it looks like, in fact, Turtle Rock is our green pendant. And I think that might have been Quake. I couldn't quite tell. The FPS got in my way there, but...
Oh, Boa falling down on falling guard. Zwertka does not want to fall?
Soldier is saying no.
No,
I will defy gravity.
Players can hammer, why not guards?
Vanilla Big Key, meanwhile, showing up. 20 rupees at Flipside Cave. It looks like we did find a book. I don't quite see where it was. Four players checking stuff at all different times is kind of hard to keep track of, folks. That's why we do have two trackers in the form of Relkin and Reg. Shoutouts to them for being our trackers tonight. Map check. I don't think we've seen a compass, so this is going to be a blind look at the boss of Eastern Palace.
And this room is really... Oh, I'm about 90% sure we got a Lionel in this room. With that early fire.
Oh, that's Lionel. And it's just...
Yeah. And there was a hack.
Unfortunate. Lionels do a lot of contact damage. Once again, another thing that could very well insta-kill you on green mail at this low a health total.
At least a good information.
Yeah, that is also a prime example of why you, even though the lamp is technically something you can skip, you really don't want to skip it for Randomizer because you can't see what you're dealing with half the time with all these random enemies. If you know what they are, it's not a big deal, but when they're all random, that right there just proves to you just how important the lamp is for this mode. Just getting rid of that uncertainty is just a huge deal. And here we go, Palace of Darkness. Another change shop guarding the entrance. Kind of an interesting thing there.
Oh, I like those wallers.
And Mirror found immediately in Palace of Darkness. A great find there. And it is required because we do have to deal with Swamp Palace. Apparently there was a map check there, and it looks like our 5-6 are going to be Hera and Skull Woods, maybe? Can't quite tell.
And yeah, chat pointing out, with our mirror, we got our lamp.
Oh, was our lamp on Spectacle Rock?
Yep.
I completely did not see that.
You do not have to see it. We've got more than 100 eyes for us as well. Oh, firewood and pot as well.
Alright, so we do have 5-6 in confirmation at Palace of Darkness. It looks like it was in fact Tower Hera as the other one. At least I don't think I saw a blue one. And looking at our items here, we still need to find the Cane of Samaria, I believe, but other than that, we just need to find the hammer, I believe. So, looking like we can potentially go mode here. In terms of boss fights, collectively, I think we can take care of everything. We don't necessarily need the hammer for combat for a boss.
For a boss fight, not, but it's still hard required for Palace of Darkness and Swamp, as well as Ice.
Yeah, reaching the bosses is another matter entirely, but if for the in terms of random bosses showing up, there's no requirement that strictly requires the hammer.
Yeah. So all we need is hammer and...
Oh wait, don't we also need the flute? Yeah, we did the flute for Meyer.
Yeah. For at least reaching the boss, yeah. So we've got Argles in pot.
Argus and Pod? Not a bad spot for it. Apparently we do know where the flute is, but apparently it must have been in a spot we did not see. I'm missing so many checks here. I'm sorry, folks.
Oh, it was Zora Ledge.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't see Sword Ledge, so that makes sense. That probably was what FaZe was trying to go for too. Now that I think about it. So that's locked by the flippers, which Magno does have.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he did not check when he was there.
Yeah, I believe that's because he did not have the flippers at the time, so he didn't want to risk getting soft lock, which is understandable, at least in that regard. But now that he has it, he should probably be the one going over there. Either that or sending Brogor out over that way once he gets his flippers. We'll see what the team in blue does here in a little bit as we see Blind being caught by FaZe.
And yeah, Cape is the best option when you're on low health.
Yeah, with the Blind fight being in this position, Kata Samaria found. Oh. It is in pod in the big chest.
Yeah, pod is loaded.
And there's the flippers, so hopefully Brogor will be heading over there. Those are in the brewery, now that I got an eyes on them. This might be a dive in the water here? No, he's heading over to Swamp, it looks like, maybe. No, desert. That's what it is. Okay. And Spiff Chain coming up from Brogor here.
So, at least we know we do not have a pet seed right now. With just hammer required, all we need.
Yeah. And 5-6 Crystal is dead too because Pod is one of our 2 dungeons.
Yeah.
And Turtle and Aghanim is still on the table actually. There's nothing stopping the hammer from being in the dig spot.
Oh, we saw a hammer in Sky Woods. Well, it looks like a never mind, so...
I flicked and thought, why wasn't here Kid Icarus? And then I remembered, wait a minute, that's the mini game in Xenoblade 2. And Napier has on the hammer now. I unfortunately didn't miss that, but we are now in a collective no mode situation here.
Yeah, chat pointed out that it was in Sky Woods, but Magno did skip it.
Oh, that's bad. So our 2 runners here are just looking for the fire rod, I think, for the fire on the King of Samaria, which they're gonna find with the hammer. They are more inclined to go into pod, which means they will find that King of Samaria eventually. So it's just a matter of when they'll find the fire rod.
Yeah, and almost the same goes on hammer and probably, hopefully, our flute. Well, at least Magno could go back and go for Skyward's boss with his fire rod.
Magno and Brogor decided to switch up who's doing the Smith Chain.
Yeah, when Broga is there, he should get everything. And Magno near Village of Outcast. Why not?
And FaZe is gathering a group needs to buy the item at Zora. And there is Mirror now for Brogor. He will be finding skin somewhere in here soon. Loot online now for Nate Baker. FaZe about to go pick it up, and as well as check the Zora item. The team in yellow just needs to find the fire rod, and they are very likely going to be in go mode in the matter of a few minutes. Where was our fire rod actually? I don't remember.
The fire rod was here on the border side. In pod.
Oh! So if they go to pod and full clear, they're just in go mode, I just realized. Oh.
Yeah.
They're gonna send someone over there eventually, with a hammer in tow.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time when someone of the Turtle Walkers is going for pod.
Red mail in the full Swift chain there in the purple chest.
Yeah, definitely something. If it's on your way, why not?
And we're gonna see an Ice Palace tip here from Namefaker. Can't finish the dungeon yet. Well, no, we can. Never mind. I thought, realized he's the one with the hammer. Now, overall, I can see them doing this dungeon, and I can see why they're putting off Pod for as long as they are. I think they want to have the lamp for the dark basement on the way to the boss.
Yeah, and on the other hand, ice do not has any dark rooms, so it's at least safe.
Yeah. So I think this is a tentative play from the Turtle Rockers here to make sure they don't get blindsided by hidden by random enemies in the dark, which is a safe enough play, I feel. I just hope it doesn't come back to burn their advantage.
Interesting. Magnus going for the first chest.
Yeah, looking for that hammer. That just shows, I think, how much how desperately the Potatoepouch is looking for this hammer. And here's the play. FaZe is entering Pod. They are going to very quickly stumble upon their go mode here in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, the best for the potato pouches would be Magno or Boga deciding rushing for Skullwoods and maybe one of them checking Zora area. Both have the money.
Getting shot instead of a fire right there is kind of rude, I just realized. Also pretty funny. Magno looks to be heading towards Skull Woods. Maybe this is the correct call. Because if they find the hammer, they... Oh, wait, no, I don't think they've checked Zora yet. Error check meanwhile from Brogoer. Small key here. Early compass for Hera. Quick map check reveals that the boss is going to be a Mothula up there in the top arena.
So they are all interesting hand. Vanilla and Skywoods. I do not think Brogoer was intended to go to the... Yeah. Now he's here, so he's doing it.
And here down in the east of Ice Palace, we have, I believe that is a 6-eyed, 7-eyed Moldorm. You can see why I like that. Berna in the basement of Ice Palace. Not what they want to see, but they are about to uncover here in just a matter of moments.
Yeah, the fun fact is FaZe is dying. Probably in the dark room. If he's dying, then there. So there is a chance he's skipping the chest right now and saying some of us will come later for the big chest. If he's not doing a bomb jump first. And Lanmola in Skyward is one of the most unfriendly fights.
But taking down quite nicely here. And that is the big key. And another crystal on the board for Magno. Now, I do like the heads-up play for Broner checking the map with the compass here of Hera. This is one of the more annoying arenas to fight something like Helbasaur King in, and looking at the bomb situation, you're more than likely going to use bombs against a Helbasaur in one of the Moldorm arenas. And doesn't have that lot of bombs, so wanted to make sure that he had enough ammunition. And here's the Moth, and the Moth only has 4 health. Wait a minute, what?
Roger wants to troll us.
Why are spikes spawning in this room? I just noticed that.
Yeah, he still can spawn them, but they are just on the corner. And can't move at all. So, Face died in Pot at Harness Horrible. That means that Namefaker has to do it. But
Right.
if he's dying before he's going for Sumaria, he might go out.
But there it is. The hammer has been found for Magno. That is go mode for our team in blue.
Not. Still have to
Oh,
go
yeah,
for
no, right,
Zora.
you're right. I misspoke. They still have to have information on the flute. You're right. They haven't checked Zora yet. Thank you for the catch there. Or Nerve.
But both of Potato Pouches have the catch. They could go. We don't not know the boss right now in Pot. But no matter who is it, we can kill it. Or was it... No, we know it. I think it was Argos.
Yeah, the boss of Pod was Argus. There's the Fire Rod. Faker will probably attempt to do... Oh, well, that Mega Spike placement there, he may not be able to perform a ground jump. Or the hammer jump, rather. But Magno is making the correct play here, heading eastward towards Catfish Zora. This is the play they need to make here.
Yeah, now it's a race who's going first in go mode.
I think it's gonna be relatively tied here going into this. It depends if Namefaker can get the scout on the big chest here. Namefaker does attempt to go for Hammer Yum. Unfortunately misses it due to the snake positioning. Looks like he sets it up, and there it is.
Yeah,
No big key.
Yeah,
but
they have to do it.
and he skipped the mirror. I just realized. Or did he? No, he bumped and got that. I thought.
Now he has to go back for the big chest. So it will be a tie, or probably a tie on time.
Yeah, because Potato is heading over to there right now.
Yeah, it's looking really close.
Yep, that's go mode for the team in blue. Oh, but Namefaker dies.
Yeah, this is unlucky.
He's going back in though. Good
Yeah.
commitment. I like this.
Hopefully he's going for the big chest. So we got a ways. Oh no. Maybe
Face
Faith
grabbing the
thought-
lamp. He's gonna probably go back in.
Yeah, maybe Faith saying, I will do it. Go out. It's okay.
A lot of back and forth and indecisiveness here from the Turtle Rockers. Go, whatever it is. Anyway, it's time to go fight the Lamolas here inside Skull Woods. Our runners in blue are now officially in go mode here, and they, of course, are, once again, tied for the second seed here, so this will lock it up for them, unless the Eastern Skippers, another team in this division, gets a win in their last race. And FaZe is looking to go into Swamp Palace here, it looks like. He would have flew to 5, he was heading back to Pod.
Yeah, really unfortunately for the Turtle Rockers. If one of them was just going for it, it would be much easier for them. But with every chest they have to open right now, they're losing some seconds. They could skip.
Yeah. This entire division, it needs to be said again, was very strong. With the minimum score being 15 and across all teams in this division is just huge. It shows that this whole entire area is just skill, but these things do happen.
And to answer the question on chat, yeah, if Potatoepouch wins, it will save the bomb squad from relegations.
Yeah, neither team here is going to be out of the Invitational next year. Turtle Rockers is completely safe. So this is just a match to decide positioning in the playoffs that are going to be coming up in the coming weeks. Meyer starting up here for Magno. Brogar heading into Swamp Palace. And Namefigure is also getting the lamp. I think this reflects with what I was saying earlier, that they are more comfortable with dark rooms and having the lamp for dark rooms than Randomizer.
Yeah, they just bet on easier dark rooms.
And they are in fact gonna go back to Pod.
Yeah, really hard important.
Yeah.
And with the lamp, it's much safer.
Yeah, and to their credit, even if I was playing Randomizer, I would probably want the lamp.
Yeah.
And I don't trust the darkness to hide just random enemies. Some rooms it's bad enough with just the enemies that normally spawn there.
But to be fair, if you play on co-op, you can do much more risky stuff. And say, okay, I will try it. If it's not working, it's okay. I will tell my mate. But if it's working, it's good.
Yeah, so we're gonna see them eventually head over to that chest and get their go mode, which is the Canis Amari in the big chest. We see both team members, a team member from each team in Swamp House right now. One of them is in Meyer. They're looking around for the keys.
Yeah, it's a good decision to say someone's doing quizlets while someone is doing a quiz that takes some more time. Just for finding out where the progression inside the dungeon is.
Nice triple kill there with the bomb. Alright, so what was killing our runners in this dark room this entire time?
I say something evil.
Oh, hello! Trinex is in the Misery Mire Arena.
Oh, so he's stealthy today.
Oh, we have one of those bombers from the overworld in here. That's annoying.
Yeah, it should be the damage they took. It is following you all around and try to touch you. And this is go mode for the turtle walkers.
Meanwhile, hey, look who's in the Swamp Palace. Helmsur King. They swap positions. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there's two variations of those flying enemies. So one of them bombs you, the other one tries to crash into you. In both cases, you can just swing your sword wildly, but when you're in the darkness, you don't really want to do that. So, I can see why they got our runners, honestly. Anyway, Helmsur King's down for both teams. Once again, I think this is the third time now we've had a compass of the boss.
Yeah, who needs a compass when you can kill any boss?
True. But at the same time, for Randomizer, kind of rude.
Yeah.
So we have 3 crystals on Brogor, 1 crystal on Potatoepouch. We're moving on to a second. 2 crystals on Namefaker, and 2 crystals on Phase. Overall, this is a fairly even race to the finish line here. But in terms of advantage, I give it to Potatoepouch.
Yeah, Magno already doing the most time-consuming dungeon. With you have to find the big key, and it can be on every spot.
And I should say, shoutouts to Magno for just doing the second hardest dark room of the entire game on a normal sort of scenario.
Yeah, and in
Randomizer.
It's like a spot you do not want to see, but at least it was pretty decent.
Now, Trinex in this room is almost as bad as it being in the Vanilla Ice Harvest room, because that upper third of the room is completely hazard floors.
Yeah.
So you can't stand there, which means you can't hit him from behind that easily. But 2 spins and a slash. Nice, even getting a double hit with that spin attack. Very well done. Very quick Trinex fight.
Oh, Brogor.
And Brogor taking an unfortunate death there. Didn't quite see what caught him.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he does not have the cape.
Oh yeah, Brogor does not have any invincibility items at all. And no armor upgrades either, so this dungeon is gonna hurt. He's basically playing load percent in terms of defense. That could be a factor here, actually. Namefaker is in a similar boat, too. He has slightly less health. Oh, but at least he has the blue cane from the Ice Palace boss.
Yeah, he can't use it against Ganon, or at least good against Ganon, but at least it's good in some really evil rooms.
Empty bottle there.
Yeah, not bad. You can fill it up before climbing the mountain.
Straight in Eastern Palace from Namefaker.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. Just combine everything you can.
Yeah, the only outlying factor here is... Oh, this actually might be complicated. Where was our Quake Medallion?
Oh, I forgot it. But both teams know where Quake is.
Yeah, the only snafu I see right now is I'm noticing Namefaker does not have Quake, so if he goes straight... And neither runner, I believe, has scouted the Maya region. So they don't know... So Namefaker probably does not know he needs Quake, so that might cost him a bit of time there.
Yeah.
A lot of Giddos and Linos in this room, and there was even a Wall Master!
Oh, a Wall Master in this room is really bad. It reminds me of one of those seeds I did recently. Killed all enemies, got the key, and then I just failed a grab. And it felt like, well, at least I got a key.
Alright, first look here at the boss. Wow, that is a lot of easy enemies to kill here in the Eastern Palace. This normally can be kind of a dangerous room. And it's Vitreous!
Yeah, it's okay on Silvers.
Now, I did this with Silver Test, so I think we're gonna get one Lightning Strike. Nope, got the Zero Cycle, not bad.
Yeah.
My head just slammed into my chair. Oh my goodness. The irony of all these compasses on bosses is just hilarious to me now. Normally I wouldn't mind, but in this mode... And yeah, that sounds about right according to our trackers. It is on the Treasure Chest game, so it's not going to be that big a deal if Namefaker needs it. But one of the true runners is going to have to check Misery Mire eventually, and that is going to be about a 30-second detour to go pick up. Won't be a big deal, but at the same time, it will cost a bit of time. Now, I don't think either one of our runners on the team in yellow is going to get one of the mailer crates, given it was on purple chest. What was the other one, though? I want to say that one was more readily available.
Oh, I forgot where it was, but it was really early in the game. So there is a chance if Voga really wants to do it. Just to make sure with 7 hearts you're not safe. You're technically a one-hit kill for Ganon.
Oh, Faye's getting caught by the Gyptos, it looks like.
Yeah, he doesn't have the lamp. Or does he?
No, he does have the lamp. He just got a bit overwhelmed by the enemies in there. Like, surrounded pretty quickly.
So it's just our tracking software aiding the clicks. Okay.
And Broger, with that polluted hit, is now entering Misery Mire. Looks like it's going to be Ice Palace into Pot Eastern to wrap things up for Brogor. You know, Potatoepouch is going to take care of Ice, and then Pot Eastern, and then finish up with Hera. Nice heads-up play there from FaZe, using the cape to his advantage there just to not deal with that pretty dangerous him. There's the other mailer here. It was on the torch here in the desert.
Yeah,
I
totally understandable.
I don't think the runners in yellow were going to get that, actually.
Yeah, it's something you just go when you know it is there.
So Turtle Rockers is probably going to be on Greenville the entire time, which means their health situation is admittedly not looking that great in terms of defense.
Yeah. And Namepicker with just 6 hearts is almost one hit on all the evil enemies.
Now, we have been listening to, I believe this is a Xenoblade-esque pack here. I recognize a lot of the tunes here. And Face has now scouted the Quake is required. Just as Namepicker finishes the dungeon, this is actually perfect scouting time for him, so now he can go get this heart container as well as the Quake medallion from Village of Outcasts. Opting to first buy some potions, honestly not a bad idea of how low his health situation is. So yeah, good call here from Namepicker, just stocking up on potions. Realizing he's not going to get any defense upgrades, most likely.
Yeah, if you do not dip desert early, you won't do it.
Well, if you're in go mode, you're definitely not dipping desert. That's more the point, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, if there's still an item hunt, I can see them dipping, but that's not the case anymore, so very unlikely they're going to get defense upgrades.
Oh, Fate's really unlucky. Killing enemies for stun price and getting a hit from a torch.
Alright, Namepicker now entering Skull Woods here. Phase entering, going through Misery Mire. Potatoepouch is back into Pod. And Brogor is meanwhile finishing up Misery Mire. Overall, it looks like the routing here is pretty clean for Potatoepouch. But it is slowly but surely closing the gap. Although Phase's dungeons and Namepicker's dungeons are pretty scattered across the area. A few quick fast travels, sure, but they don't flow as cleanly as Pod into Eastern or Hera into GT. So this could come down to GT routing here, or bosses that we still have yet to fight. Because I don't think we've seen a duplicate boss yet.
Yeah, just hope on Twinex on Ice.
I mean, my hope is already gone. I want a helicopter. Only got a single spin there, so this fight is going to be a little bit tougher for Potatoepouch. But gets it done quite nicely.
Yeah, the Turtle Walkers have some time advantage in all the dark rooms right now. If you do not have a lamp, you're mostly to be slower. So it's a time getting back from just running for the lamp.
And Magno is through to the Argus fight. And this is his last dungeon here with Mr. Meyer. Phase still needs to do Skullwoods and Ice Palace here. But all Broger has is Pot Eastern, and Potatoepouch has also got Pot Eastern and Hera, all of which are pretty quick dungeons to traverse. He just has a mirror to go to Eastern, flute to 1, and then go over to GT, mirror, and enter Hera, and then he can just use his mirror portal to go straight into GT after. So, overall, this could be a race that comes down to averages, which, for those who are not aware, it's really only if one team finishes between the other two team members that it matters for that average, and this could be one that does that. I can easily see this being Name Faker, then Potatoepouch, and then finally FaZe finishing up. Oh, but Name Faker takes a depth to a Hoku Boku head. That is going to cost him a little bit of time.
Yeah, and at least he already has a key and doesn't have to go for it.
Broker and Potatoepouch are struggling slightly here in the darkness, but not too much.
He had just some seconds more than normally.
Oh, that Hokuboku's Conjugator is nearly one-shotting the poor Name Faker there. Has to be very careful now. No powder to heal off those anti-fairies either.
Hopefully he's remembering the stunt twice.
Yeah, he's just gonna nope out on the right side there. Nice hookshot grab, getting a double heal out of that heart.
Yeah, this one was important.
That's on price of information coming in super clutch for Name Faker. And meanwhile, Broger has finished pod with Eastern to follow. And Name Faker is only about halfway through Mr. Meyer here. We could see Broger and Name Faker in GT at the same time now. I think there's a race between the runners up on the top of our screens here. For who's going to finish first now.
It could be Name Faker with Boga having to do a dark room. And if he's unlucky, he has to use more than one fire shot.
Yeah, he's not doing, as we call it, spooky action glitch. He's just going to play this straight.
But with Magno already on the mountain, he could be the first one as well.
Yeah, still needs to do Hera though, but...
Yeah, Hera is so fast. If you do Hera pot.
Yeah, and Magno is actually in a... I just realized it's in a phenomenal position overall. Red mail, different sword, silver arrows, half magic. He's fully kitted out.
And probably finding one or two more hearts while checking in GT.
But that is the last dungeon for... Last 7 crystals there on Potatoepouch. Soon to also be on the case for Nate Baker. Vay's picking up his 6, and Potatoepouch on his way to his 6, but it'll be a very quick transition into GT for him. The extra heart container here on his way.
Yeah, and a good decision from Boga saying, I will buy some stuff before going. Better safe than sorry. It takes more time if you die than buying a potion.
Yeah, having one of the bottles, I believe that was on our Ice Palace boss, is really helpful to have. In fact, I think that was the only non-dungeon item that we've had on our bosses. We've had big keys, maps, and compasses throughout most of this.
So, I think Magna or Broga will be the first one. Maybe Broga.
Yeah, get your guess in chat, folks. Whoever goes in first, we're following them for our usual big key guessing game.
Yeah, and normally I would say if it's not name faker right now, it's probably a lower number instead of all 22.
Now, the thing is, this could be skewed a bit as well, because as soon as one... Oh my goodness, actually. Broker and Magno might enter it at the same time.
Yeah, could be really close.
And they'll just split up if they can.
And they will. Hopefully for them.
Yeah, it will be Potatoepouch, which is Broker entering in first.
Yeah, some seconds, so... really close.
With Turtle Rockers, Name Figure entering in third, FaZe still needs to finish up Ice Palace.
So for the Turtle Walkers, it would be the best if Magno or Broga is dying somewhere and has to come back.
I think the only hope there is Brogor dying, but there's the big key right away. It's the very first chest of the dungeon.
Who got a 1? Nobody. Okay.
So GT routing will not matter. They just need to grab the key and mirror out of this room over here on the left. Wow, what a finish to this race.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
So it's all depending of if one of the potato pouches is dying while climbing.
Yeah, but with them having at least blue mail and 8 or 9 hearts each, I don't see this happening, especially when at least one of them also has the blue potions as well.
Yeah, the odds are really low, but there's a chance. It's just like always.
Also, if there's Trinus and Ice, we did have to fight him, unfortunately. We will never know.
He still could be at least on the tower.
Now, an interesting quirk is that we have a duplicate Argus or a Trinus, I believe, coming up here. Because of how they work, we can just outright skip their second phase in the Lambo 2 room that comes up. Blind cannot show up there. That's the only restriction. And we have yet to see a Cold Sheriff, and that is very likely going to be our Moldorm boss. Considering we've seen at least one of everything else. Unless one of our duplicates is also there. But here we go. We are entering the gauntlet now for Potatoepouch. There's Brogor one room behind his teammate. Using the ether to great effect.
Yeah, it's almost
These are incredibly annoying to deal with. Yeah, this is a very smart play from the Yoshi player here.
Yeah, if you know what is coming, you can just swap for the white weapons. But these shadows here, trolling with being stuck in the wall.
Alright, good working so far.
Yeah, it's a little bit unlucky for the Turtle Walkers now.
Yeah. A duplicate moth. So they're not going to see a moth in the upper arena. So only 4 bosses can show up there. And Tridex is not one of them.
Yeah, he's a little bit too fat.
And Muff, unfortunately, very easy to deal with without his spikes, because he only does about, he only has as much health as Helmsor King does, actually, with his mask off. Or temper hits, and he's dead. That shows you why he has the spikes in his room. He's immune to the damage. This makes him that much more seemingly tanky, but no, he doesn't have that much health.
Well, if he's dying, it's his own fault. And we know.
Nice cane dash there from Broger, just ignoring this room completely. We got a roller here in the fire bar room, or the fire room.
Yeah, but it's a really fortunate position.
Yeah.
Just wait until the wall is on the left and then do your stuff.
Phase now into GT.
Yeah,
Both of our runners in blue being room for room here. This is going to be way too tight a timing, I think, no matter how they position. This just shows really good consistency from them, just having this being so tightly packed.
Oh, and Magno getting a heart refill for Piece of Hearts.
Yeah,
What
Potatoepouch
before-
scouting here a little bit while Broger pops off his magic. I like that Magno here is scouting the chest for Broger to save him some time and to find him some safeties. And we have a Colster as our final randomized boss. Aghanim and Ganon are not shuffled.
Yeah, and with Kurtz there being the boss, we have to kill at least the shell if we want to hover. Cause it's blocking the ladder.
And it covers at the top of the tower, sure. Why not?
We have
Oh
to
yeah,
know-
Cannon Guard! You don't normally see those outside of Randomizer, so it's good to finally see them as this little cameo at the end here. Pretty rude penultimate room as well, with that Mega Spike placement.
Yeah.
Nice double kill there as well for Brogor, wrapping things up as we enter Aghanim 2. Namefaker taking a death, but has a fairy.
Oh. Still not good. So the best for the Turtle Walkers would be a death on potato pouches. Or 2 maybe. Just for catching up.
Alright, Turtle Rocker's face going now to the gauntlet here with all of those babooses. Aghanim 2 down from Magno, with it soon to follow behind by Brogor. Not a good position here for them, but that's still only one hit needed. And Team Potatoepouch is going to be in the Ganon fight within mere seconds of each other. This is, I think, pretty set in stone at this point. Unless something catastrophic happens for the team in blue, I don't think their average could be beat, even if Namefaker sneaks behind them.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go, the Ganon fight. 12 slashes or 6 spins to get through these first 2 phases.
So I can't see Magno dying right now with Cape, Half Magic, and Red Mail.
I can see Brogor dying here, but he has 2 blue potions and will probably pop one. He is 1 hit away from getting hit by that trident, so he has to be really careful here. He might pop a potion as soon as he he does his spin attacks here in phase 2. This is looking to be a nice one cycle.
Yeah, and if Boga is dying, it's his own fault.
As the cannon burn out, and there we go. And Ace 4 entering for or Magno. Getting a Quicksilver hit, double even, it looks like. Yes, double hit. And that would be a nice double right there as well. That will be wrapping things up here for Magno.
Yeah, and he's standing far enough so the bridge will come. So get your GGs for Magno.
And only a single hit here for Brogar, but this is looking to be a triple maybe. Yes, it is. Very clean fight. Ladies and gentlemen, our team in blue is going to take first and second in this race, which means it does not matter about the averages. They win by default here. That will put them up to 9-5, ending up here in the Lost Woods division. Get your GC to chat for our team Potatoepouch.
Yeah, GG's.
What were their final times on the team in blue here? Do you have that actually, Nerf? I'm not in the race room. What were the final finish times?
The finish times for Magno was 1:13:35 and Bogo was 1:13:56. So really close together.
Yeah, that was really good. Like maybe 30 seconds apart. And get your GZ in chat again for Namefaker as well, who's just finished up his Ganon fight. Overall, a very strong showing between all 4 of our team members here as we see FaZe entering the Cold Stare fight.
Yeah, Namefaker did it in 1:14:40.
Hello.
And we are now joined by Team Potatoepouch, who pulled off an impressive win here. GGC, you walk us through the seed. How was it?
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. Yeah, we already heard we kind of got a bit lucky by them dodging the Zamaria, I think. Yeah, we dodged the hammer in Skywoods overall.
Good old one and gone. Yeah, nice strat, unless there's hammer.
Yeah, the dark room.
Checks got pretty more awful, and at least the pot was huge with lots of items, and then I don't know, there was like Fire Rod, Mirror, and Zamaria, which I thought, Brogar, just come get here, get those things.
I was like, no, I actually want to check the off checks we don't do. Maybe we left the hammer somewhere. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, but thanks for...
I just gotta throw out, it was a team decision to skip out on the Skywoods front.
Yeah, also the Hylia ledge, right? The Zora ledge.
Well, yeah. I could have scouted it at minute 5 or so.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, kind of close. We were like a little bit sitting on spikes there because of that hammer. We didn't feel good at all because you see the hammer lets you have like a single dip Palace of Darkness. You get the fire source. You can go to the mountain. You get the lamp. You have the lamp advantage at some point, maybe if it's nasty dark rooms. You never know in Randomizer. Yeah, and if they also had the flute knowledge, I don't know, then we just got a bit lucky, I guess.
They did, in fact, have the flute knowledge, and you were talking about the dark rooms being kind of rude. You know those flying bats that are normally in South Darkworld? Those were mainly what was in the dark base of Pod, so they kind of get caught by them. Specifically the purple variant, where they don't shoot at you, but they just swarm you.
Wait, you mean not the murder duck too? You mean the ones at the shopping mall, the flying bomber?
Yeah, the ducks.
Yeah,
the green one, the green and purple ones. Probably the purple
of those. Yeah.
You have to imagine you're in the same voice with Magno, right? And Magno is like, "Don't worry, dark room is pretty easy," but he has like cave, half magic, red mail, 20 hearts.
Yeah, don't worry, dude. It's easy.
And there
I
was
got-
something in that room. Oh, I didn't know.
I got all the safeties. Oh, GG's on phase 2.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG's.
it looks like FaZe has finished here. So, GG's once again to our team in Young, the Turtle Rockers. Once again, was safe from relegation, but still put on a strong showing here. And really, your division was so tightly packed in terms of scoring that we
Yeah.
have to talk about that. As we are now joined by FaZe as well. Oh, GG's to you, and of course your teammate from the Turtle Rockers, who I believe will be joining us shortly.
Yeah,
Nah, he
GG's.
won't be coming.
Oh, you
Okay.
won't,
FaZe,
but
GG's
GG's.
you too.
GG
Yes,
phase.
you too.
yeah, so this was a really tight grouping here. I believe at minimum was Turtle Rockers here only having 15 points, but that just shows you just how good this division was. But yeah, once again, Turtle
Yeah,
Rockers,
everyone
GG, walk us
taking-
through the seed here.
Everyone
I mean-
taking wins from each other.
Yeah, and the last
Crazy
play
squad
week
so
now,
far.
the last play day, there was like a big fight of 5 teams fighting for the 4th slot in that division.
Yeah.
Everybody could get it like that.
And
yeah,
relegation
nice.
at the same time.
Yeah. And relegation at the same time, exactly. Yeah.
So I guess we didn't find any safeties.
Yeah.
And you had red mail and half magic.
Yeah,
So
Magnum
half magic was at Catfish, and blue May was on Desert Torch. Red May was in Purple Chest.
Okay.
So we did everything except because we skipped Hammer. We got the boomerang in Skywoods, and then I left. Said one and gone. See ya. And I just came back after pot overworld pendant dips, and then with the fire rod I came back.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
after
was-
that it was going over to Catfish, mirroring for water checks, boom, flute go mode.
Yeah, we already heard you didn't get the Zomaria, so we were kind of lucky to win this one.
Yeah, like when we had the hammer earlier, then we went earlier to pot with like
Yeah, exactly.
really bad equipment. I had like 6 hearts green mail, and so I died before dark room, dark maze. And so
I
I
think
said
I think the males. Sorry.
Yeah, so I died there, and then I said I'm just gonna take the mirror to Hera and grab the lamp before brute forcing the dark maze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that probably cost us, and also a few deaths here and there, a bit too much.
Yeah, it's that mode, right?
Yeah,
If you don't die at all, you either have like super crazy early safeties or a nice seed.
like at the start you go to Minimoldum Cave and there's this bomb mushroom who shoots you in the face twice. Killed me right away.
Yeah, it was really unlucky and evil.
And I was like, okay, seed.
My worst death was in Eastern Palace, where the small key is on the Igor usually. I got it like really fast, and I even dodged the Wallmaster with a sword spin. I killed him. I was like, oh, lucky, nice, continue. And then I realized, oh no, there's a liner shooting me from the side, and I lost track at the top side of the room and didn't kind of got to the door. But, well, there was Vitreous anyways, right? So with
Yeah.
that low equipment, that would have also been scary, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I died there too. And then when I was dying, I said I
Yeah.
should have just used my cape and ignore the other enemies.
Yeah, I was in Eastern Palace and Michael already was in pot, so he had to know if there's something.
Yeah.
But we got 3 items out, so just dodge it for later, because no, you get a flute anyway, so you can just come back. And then we find the hammer, and we are like, oh no, Namefaker and FaZe have like the total rundown on that seat probably, like the hammer into pot in Eastern Palace, like everything. You get the lamp, you get. If you've seen the flute, it's just we're either dead like in a few minutes, or it's pretty much close in GT when they also maybe last located something. Yeah, but then we started to think you maybe have not seen the flute. Yeah, but it was Somaria, which is unlucky.
I saw the flute pretty early, Then
Mm.
I tried to get it with the double water walk, but somehow it got messed up by an enemy, I think. So I dropped down from Sora Ledge and didn't get the water walk state anymore. So
Yeah,
that was
it's
kind of a time loss.
that's creepy anyways in Randomizer, I think.
Yeah, but I thought I had it, but I think on the way I got hit by an enemy and that messed it up. I don't know. And I think Name Faker, he forgot the small key in pot before the before the boss, so he had to
Oh,
mirror
no.
out and go back in. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but we can
without those
now.
mistakes,
Also, sorry. I
yeah,
think
without
was.
those mistakes, would have been a bit closer.
Yeah, definitely. I think Wolflink wanted to talk about points, so we may give him the word on that topic here.
Yeah, so with Potatoepouch winning, of course, you guys lock up have a pretty good strong chance of being the second seed here. But you just also saved the Bomb Squad from relegation. So that also works.
Yep.
There's out for them.
Yeah,
And Validation Chest Boots is now unfortunately going to be relegated. And Turbo Coin Fish is going to clinch the division since they have the tiebreakers.
Yep.
And of course, Turtle Rockers, you guys were not at threat at all from relegation here in this race. So you guys were just playing for fun in here, pretty much.
Yeah, like it was 2 days ago that we found out that we are safe from relegation, and then there's like very little motivation to do well in the seat either. But yeah, that's all we wanted to do, to not get relegated and come back here next year again.
Yeah. You said like we are going to be maybe second seed. Isn't it also like a head-to-head if the Eastern skippers are scoring one more victory now?
Yes, it is looking like you might be second seed, is what I was saying. I don't know all the tiebreakers and all that other stuff.
Yeah, same.
Okay, because in that case, if Eastern Skippers take a win, we're all at 27. We lost twice to Triple Clown Fiesta and had a 1-1 against Eastern Skippers. Let me see their results on.
They had a
Fiesta.
1-1 to the Clowns, I think.
So that would mean the Clowns would take first, and then.
Really?
All I know
Lame.
is that only Drosy knows what's happening with these points and everything.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing tomorrow, Sunday. So yeah, then you will know what's happening with that.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, though, this needs to be stressed once again. Your division, the Lost Woods division, was really well contested here. Very good, strong teams all across the board. With all of you, not just you two, but the entire division, scoring at least 5 wins against each other. That is just that's just some really good rando. That's all I have to say to that.
Most fun division ever.
It was,
I said it like 3 weeks ago or so, that I looked up the past seasons, and in the past, the highest number of wins a team had that got relegated was 3. So no
this year
team,
it's gonna be 5.
Yeah, no team with 4 wins has been relegated, and now it's one with 5.
Yeah, so you're like, how was your season? Yeah, we got 5 wins. Oh, so you're fine. No. That's rude.
Yeah.
So you played for relegation? No. For playoffs, I mean. No.
But yeah, I mean, like in the past 2 years or so, all the veteran players have been saying that the racing scene is getting more and more competitive, and like everybody has a shot to win.
Yeah, everyone's getting good.
Yeah, and like this like the result now that teams are gonna, the groups are gonna be so close with everybody taking wins from each other. But that's what makes it interesting, right?
Yeah.
I
That
guess.
makes it interesting indeed. Well, GG's to both of your teams once again here. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up here?
That's
No,
a big
just-
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the restream.
Yeah, thanks also on my voice. Sorry.
Alright, folks. Once again, get your GG's in chat for Potato Patch and Turtle Rockers, Bro Grower, Nate Faker, Magnum, and FaZe. They put on an excellent race for us tonight. Make sure to also follow SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just in the Links Pass Randomizer League. And speaking of which, we do have another race for you tonight right for the league. It will be Team OK2s versus Team He Came From. Ganon's Gone Wild and Telethar versus Magnet Hands and Average Frustrated Gamer. That will be on SpeedGaming 3 tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. And of course, we have other races in the Open League as well. Though those who, again, for those who are not aware, whoever is being relegated are going to be going down to the Open League. And a few of the best runners from the Open League will be coming up to the Invitational next season. And there we have a few more races of that happening potentially sometime today as well. Of course, do you want to go to the ALTTPR League and the ALTTPR League 2 through 4, 6? I don't remember how many there are for those matches as well. And that's all the random we have, at least for the league side of things today as well. So also make sure to follow our two trackers, Reg, Ig, and Relkin, doing an excellent items of the day for us. And Nerve Indulge for being my co-commentator tonight. Good working with you, sir.
It's you, Nervendor.
No, not today.
What he said.
Not today.
Yeah,
All
thanks
right, well-
everyone. Have a good night and day.
From all of us here
Goodbye.
at A Link to Best Randomizer, I have been Wolfling0370, and we just see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.